One rule, rookie. If a human says this place feels peaceful, run. That's what Commander Threx had told me before our first mission. But when I met Lieutenant Ryan Cole, a human soldier assigned to our crew, he didn't look like the nightmare from the training videos. He smiled too easily, laughed too much. He even helped the engineers fix the reactor with his bare hands. So when our ship's navigation failed and we crash-landed on Epsilon 9, I ignored Threx's old warning. Ryan looked out the viewport, at green fields and calm blue rivers stretching for miles. He whispered almost fondly, "Man, this place feels peaceful, just like home." Something inside me went cold. We landed anyway. The air was fresh, warm, almost inviting. Strange birds sang above, and soft winds brushed against our armor. "Stay close," I said. "We scan, we fix, we leave." But Ryan had already stepped out, breathing deeply like he'd missed this air his whole life. "Relax," he grinned. "If it looks like home, it can't be that bad." Then the ground moved. A tremor rippled under our feet, slow, heavy, rhythmic. Trees bent as a massive creature emerged from the forest. 10 meters tall, armored scales glistening, forearms ending in claws that could tear through metal. My hands shook. Ryan's didn't. He just sighed, drew a knife, and said softly, "Now that's more like it." The beast roared and charged. I fired my plasma rifle. It barely scorched its hide. Ryan sprinted toward it. He slid beneath its swing, climbed its arm like a ladder, and jammed his blade deep under its jaw. One hit. The monster fell, shaking the ground as it died. Ryan wiped his knife clean. "Reminds me of home," he said again. I stood frozen. "That thing that was the dominant predator." He shrugged. "Maybe here. Back home it'd be breakfast for a bear." Then we heard it howls, dozens of them. Eyes glowed in the forest shadows, fast, silent hunters closing in. Ryan smiled. "Round 2. He moved like a storm blade flashing, pistol firing with perfect aim. I lost count of how many fell. When it ended, Ryan stood breathing calmly, his armor streaked with blood but his grin unbroken. "You're insane," I whispered. He looked at me, eyes sharp now. "No, I'm human." As we prepared to leave, our scanners pinged a distress signal. A human colony ship had crashed here months ago. Ryan's smile faded. "They're still alive?" "Unlikely," I said. "The readings are worse than this region. Nothing could survive there." He checked his weapons and said quietly, "Then you don't know humans." He stepped toward the drop ramp, ready to face whatever hell waited beyond. Because humans aren't afraid of death worlds. They're just homesick for them.